there YouTube, welcome back to another Texas Leprechaun channel tabletop review. And what I got for you today is a Hogue knife. And this is the first one I've ever purchased or had the chance to review. I just got this in the mail today, so essentially this is going to be my first impressions. But, you know, based on what I understand of this design, I felt compelled to go ahead and make a video. So, this is the EX-04 model, which is designed by Elishewitz, who is a former Marine Recon soldier. And this is actually based off of a couple of knives that he has. He has what's called the Jekyll and Hyde series, and what's the difference between those is the fact of the blade design. So what you see in front of you is based off his Jekyll design, which is with a upswept blade, and his Hyde design is a modified Wharncliffe. Now, both blades are made out of 154 cm steel, so it's a great steel. It takes a great edge. It sharpens, I guess, fairly easy. Well, no, it sharpens. We'll put it that way. And it is definitely corrosion resistant, especially with the type of coating that it has on it currently. What's really interesting about this style or this particular model is the grinds. So what it has on it is, excuse me, essentially it's like a double hollow grind. And this is not very common for your, I guess your normal brands, like your Benchmades, your Spydercos, your Bokers, your Cold Steels. This style of grind is usually reserved for your more custom or mid-tech styles or brands out there. And what I find interesting is it took a long time for Hogue in development to get this blade style correct and this grind correct. And as I've read in several articles and forums, it just took forever. I guess and then they didn't want to bring it out, obviously, until they know they had it correct in design, functionality, and aesthetics. So as I understand, basically the inspiration comes from a sword fullers which lighten and balance a blade while adding rigidity. So obviously I read that from a real quick article, but I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. It's something different. It's not many people are probably going to have this in the price point that you can purchase this knife at. Now, I purchased this from jet.com. Once again, I got a really, really good rate. I see this blade around the $200 mark or a little bit over. I think I got it for like $187, I guess, through jet.com. I really highly recommend this place because it's quick delivery. I've never had an issue with the customer service. And by all accounts, I'm not saying everything that you're going to get on there is going to be less expensive than you can find like on Amazon or Blade HQ or Knife Center or Knife Plus or whatever. But, I've purchased from all of those, and this is the only one I've definitely got my knives less expensive than that. And I don't know, I'm impressed by them so far. So getting back to the knife real quick, what you see here as far as the handles are concerned, the scales, it is what they call a G-mascus. And this particular color is called Blue Lava. Now, essentially what it is just G10 scales. It does look impressive, though. At least I think so. It feels good in the hand, and I don't know if you can tell here, this is going to be a button lock. So, very functional. And it definitely has pretty good action on it, too. I mean, it's not on bearings or anything, but man, it really does, well, except for user error there. But, I don't know, I guess another added bonus right here, you got your lock. So that's obviously so that you don't accidentally depress this plunger and the knife or the blade comes up on your fingers. I can imagine maybe using that for more hard use. Figure the odds of me doing that, right? So, I'll probably never ever use that function. But I don't know. By all accounts, man, this is a pretty impressive knife. I'm a little bummed by the fact that I can't move this clip to a tip-up style, but I guess no harm, no foul, right? And the clip is a little different design. I think they call that the spoon style. Well, I've already put it in my pocket, in my my cargo shorts and things like that. it retains and it slips in and out pretty easily. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, it seems to be very, very functional. Now, as far as weight, yeah, it's going to be a little heavier than your standard knives. I don't, and I apologize, I don't have the weight in front of me, but I will tell you, it's definitely going to be heavier than my Paramilitary 2 and things of that nature. But, when you're handling a knife, and I don't know, I think this is more of a tactical style blade, you want a little bit of weight behind it. The other thing I didn't really care for is the fact it doesn't have any jimping right here. And for a tactical style blade, you figured that was something that would be something that they would have added. But I guess everything is not, easy to come by. But once again, this is a first impressions. Guys, let me know if you have any Hogue knives, what your experience with those are. Pros and cons, things of that nature. I'd like to hear from you. And if you liked the video, if it gave you some good information, I appreciate the like. If you don't know much about my channel, I'm pretty much going to be reviewing a lot of knives, guns, beer, some gear, things of that nature. So yeah, I'd appreciate the subscribe. Got any questions? Leave them in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you down the road. Bye.